You guys have been leaving a lot of runners on base lately. What do you think the issue is?
I think sometimes we get away from our approach, try to do a little bit too much, and we just kind of need to stick with our approach and stay relaxed up there, and that'll help us get the job done.
Since SEC play, you've been hitting pretty good. You kind of flipped it around from the way some guys do it. What's been different, better for you?
Didn't really change anything, just a little bit more relaxed at the plate, sticking with my approach that I've always had, and just not trying to do too much.
What is Eric Cole's assets for this team? What does he do for this team?
You could say he does a lot of things. He plays great defense out there in right field, and then as well is a guy that hits at the top of our order and gets on base a ton, but also drives and runs, so he's a huge part of our team.
Is he funny off the field? Does he have any interesting traits?
Yeah, he's a pretty funny guy. Likes to have fun, just like the rest of us.
You guys have pretty good balance as far as hitting home runs. You don't have one guy on the team that's hitting most of them. Talk a little bit about that.
We have a ton of power just throughout our lineup. If you watch our BP, you'll see everyone on the team can hit a home run at any time. So we just have power throughout the lineup, and there's not really just one guy that's carrying our team. Anyone can do it.
You guys had a rough weekend last week, but Alabama got outscored 44-10 by their in-state rivals Auburn. What did you think when you saw those scores, and what do you make of that?
I didn't really see the scores. I just saw that they got swept, but we have to take every team in the SEC just as tough. Like, we have to know every team can beat you, and so we're going to play them hard and try to get a couple dubs this weekend.
Did this last week help make sure you don't overlook a team that's 5-13 in the league?
Yeah, no, definitely. I don't think we really overlooked them. I think they played above their ability, and we kind of didn't play our game. So they just kind of had a good weekend. We didn't have a good one, and that's how the outcome came out.
Focus in more for Alabama, though, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. Just coming off a sweep kind of just makes you want to go out there and get a couple wins this weekend. That'll be big for us.
Your numbers from the beginning of the season, what do you think the reason was behind that?
I don't know, just a combination of just pressing a little bit, trying to do too much, and just not really having my swing down, which, I don't know, I guess that's kind of my fault, but not really having my swing on point like it was in the fall and last year, so trying to get back to that.
How much of it in the last month has just been finally making contact, and so now you have the confidence to do it over and
over? It wasn't really a confidence issue. It was just kind of more my swing mechanics and just trying to do too much when I should have been more relaxed up there.
What's the key to your defense? Being so good at making catches out there. Some of the guys talk about you're not the fastest guy in the world, but you get really good jumps, good anticipation. What's kind of the key for you?
Just kind of reading pitches and reading swings. I can kind of, from center field, you can see where the pitch is and kind of read the guy's swing before he even hits it. So I can kind of be going before the guy even actually makes contact with the ball sometimes. So that kind of helps.
Is that just something you've always had, or somebody, like when you were younger, they teach you that? Or
yeah, I had a coach in high school that I would work with every day, outfield guy, hitting guy, and that kind of came from him. So big credit to Stan Graybeck for helping me with all that.
And how much pride, sometimes guys take their offense to the field. You never seem to do that. How much pride do you take in being such a good defensive player?
Yeah, I take a ton of pride in it, and I know that that's one of the things that's a big part of my game, and even if I'm not hitting, I can always bring to the table. So that's really big for me.
You always played center. Like, what positions did you play growing up?
When I was younger, 10, I'd played first base, and then when I was 12, they told me I'm too small to play first base. I got to get moved to the outfield, so that's kind of when I started working on it.
You always been a center? Is that correct?
Yeah, kind of always been center field.
You're kind of the center fielder is always kind of the head guy out there. How do you like being the take charge guy in the outfield?
I love it. We kind of joke around out there. I always go out there and take Heston's balls between us and Eric's balls between us, so it's kind of funny out there.
Did you know you were a good bunter? The bunting to beat the shift has been pretty in vogue lately.
Yeah, in high school, my freshman year in high school, I was kind of smaller, not as strong, and I wanted to be a good hitter and hit for a good average, so that's one of the things I kind of learned to do is bunt, and just kind of helps when you're struggling or can't find a way on, so it's a big thing for me.
How many base hits have you had recently with the bunt?
I think I have 5 this year so far, so it's working out well.
When you're Arkansas gets guys from all over, they recruit California pretty well. Who else did you look at? I mean, what were your final choices?
I think my final two were Arkansas and Ole Miss, and just Coach Van Horn being a big part, and just the awesome facilities here, awesome fans, and that's everything.
You just want to play in the SEC?
Yeah. So I kind of knew I wanted to play in the SEC when I was a sophomore in high school, when I started getting offers.
Just because of the interest, the fan, what was it about the SEC?
Just the spotlight, the SEC, the competition, best competition in the country, and just the fans, the atmosphere, everything. It's just bigger out here.
Is it hard to adjust being a West Coast guy to come into a southern, I guess it's kind of the South and the West? I mean, what's that adjustment like?
No, it wasn't really tough for me to adjust. Everyone here is kind of accepting of people from all over the country, so it's they're really good, helping me get adjusted and everything like that.
How much did it help you during your struggles that Coach Van Horn left you in the lineup and continued to stick with you?
Obviously, that was huge. Just him believing in me and knowing I can do what I can do when I'm hot, and just sticking with me, and really big time by him just leaving me in there.
Does that ever think your defense really helps? Because I know you want to hit well, but even if you're not hitting well, you're such an asset defensively. I mean, I think any coach would say, well, we got to keep that guy in the lineup. He's too good to take out defensively.
Yeah, that's one thing that I really take pride in, is just having my defense. So if I'm not hitting that day or whatever it is, then I can always help the team in some way, you know what I mean?
I think before the Missouri State series, Carson said that you shaved the mustache. What was the reason behind that?
Yeah, I had it for a couple games. It was good, and then I went 0 for one game. It was out of hits, so I'm trying to start a new one, see if it has more hits in it.